Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another video. And so, I think I'm gonna reach home from work and whatnot. And so, today's a very special day. And so, today is Saturday, the 4th of October. Not only is it the 4th of October, but today's the day I break my fast. So, we've been fasting for 3 days now. And simple 3-day fast, so we probably won't break our fast today. And so within this fast, I'm gonna share with you guys 3 things that I learned. If I learned these things in my early 20s, as a 30-year-old right now, I'd have been so much further along in life. So if you in your 20s, even if you're a teenager, I want you guys to take heed to this video and learn these lessons, learn from my mistakes so you don't repeat them. So number 1 is the fear. What was I afraid of? No, you might be afraid of something entirely different. No, for me, my fear didn't derive from what people think of me. My fear didn't arrive or derive from failing. My fear derived from me not wanting to take responsibility. Because you have to understand, once you win, it depends on what level you're competing on. But when it comes to this business game, we're not just in business. Of course, we're here to provide a quality service. We're here to serve the community, but we also want to take care of our family. We want to take care of our families, because I'm assuming that you want to take care of your family as well. And so we in this together. And so winning on this level requires continuous effort and continuous winning, and at some point you have to take on more responsibility, and that's something that I was running from. No, that's probably the most important one, and so take note of that. Now, number 2, number 2 would be indecisiveness. No, as a man, if you're indecisive, that is not a good trait. Imagine, you have your family, imagine something pop off, What are you going to tell your wife and your children? At that point in time, you need to make a quick decision to get your family out of Dodge, after X, and to someplace safe. No, if you're an indecisive person and your partner knows you're indecisive, that might be a turn on for them. No, that's just the relationship aspect. No, as it pertains to life, no, you being an indecisive person can cause you time, can cause you money, it can cause you lost opportunities, and who knows what else. And so being indecisive is probably one of the worst things, not just as a man, but as a leader, that you can have within you. And so for me, when I'm feeling indecisive, me being self-aware right now, and I actually got a life coach to help me out with this. And so I'm here to coach others, but you have to understand, if your coach doesn't have a coach, then he or she does not deserve to coach you. I'm gonna repeat that one more time, because I have a little accent. If your coach does not have a coach that he's being coached by, that coach does not deserve to coach you. But like I was saying, with me being coached now, he pointed that out, and now I'm highly self-aware of that negative attribute. No, whenever I get to the point where I'm feeling indecisive, like I'm unsure what I want to do, immediately that switch clicks in my brain and I make a decision and I go. So like even this evening, and so I wanted to call out from work today so I can stay in the house and get some work done, some school work and stuff for my business. But I end up, I'm not going to say the word, because that specific word is a third thing I want to talk about. Well, I'm not going to say it. You have to stick to the end to figure out what it is, or to find out what it is, I should say. No, because I was indecisive, that second word, I end up having to pay more money, because I don't have my car right now. I'm getting a car very soon, but right now I don't have a car. So I'm taking Ubers. At that point, it's way too late to call out. I mean, I could have still called out, who cares? But I didn't want to call out that late. An hour, typically 15 minutes before I have to be to my job. No, typically if I don't take an Uber, I take public transportation. No, for me to take the bus and the train to get to my job, it'll probably take about an hour and a half. I'll be late as hell if I take public transportation. So the only option to get to my job on time was to take an Uber. Now, today is Friday. I had to be at work for 6. It's Atlanta, rush hour traffic. Ubers are more expensive. So instead of like $22, I had to pay like $31, which in the grand scheme of things is not that bad, but at the same time, I had to pay more money because I didn't make a decision at that point in time. And so like I said, indecisiveness or you being indecisive can cost you money, time, relationships, opportunities, pretty much anything that's of any value to you. So we have to make those decisions quick and in a haste. Now, if you made it to the end of this video, we're going to talk about the last and final thing. If I had learned this, or if I've learned this when I was in my early 20s as a 30-year-old, I'll be a lot further off in life. And that will be procrastination. Now, a good book for you guys that I would highly recommend to you guys is The Power of Focus by Jack Canfield. And what he says in the book is that the word procrastinate, there's a hidden word in procrastinate. And so what he says is when you procrastinate on anything, especially the things that really matter to you, what you actually do is castrate yourself from living the dreams that you want to live. Repeat that one more time. He said when you procrastinate and the things that you know that you need to do to get where you need to go, you castrate yourself from living the life that you was intended to live. Now with that being said, procrastination is one of the worst things you can do. Procrastinating is saying, I'm gonna put this off for tomorrow when you know for a fact you could do it today. Like even this video, I'm recording this video before I go to bed. There was something inside of me that was saying put it off until tomorrow, but I'm doing it right now before I go to bed. Procrastination is one of the worst habits you can have because once you do it one time, it's so much easier to do it the second time and the third time and the fourth time and the fifth time. And before you know it, it's just a part of who you are. And so how do you combat the procrastination? It boils back down to that second word, being indecisive. No, at that point, whatever it is that you want to do, that you are putting off, that you are tempted to procrastinate on, get up and make the decision to get it done. Just like I got home, took a shower, I was tired, but I still got in front of the camera and I made this video. No, with that being said, if you haven't made it to the end of this video, y'all found value in this video, hit the subscribe button. We try and go, we try and get to 1,000 subscribers. Our ebook is almost ready. The ebook is titled Master Yourself, Master Your Life. It's pretty much a guide to self-mastery. Even where I am right now, from time to time, even though it's not finished, I still read this book to remind myself that the journey is a never-ending process. Like every day, the clock resets, and you have to make sure that you're doing those positive daily habits to make sure you don't fall back into these negative habits. And with that being said, as soon as the ebook is finished, I'm gonna drop it down in the description down below. Profits that we make do go back into the channel. Profits that we make do go back to our community. And speaking of community, we have a free school community where you can join. You can learn how to fix your credit. You can learn how to start your business. You can learn how to get into the travel agency, because I own a travel agency as well. We just came back from New York a few weeks ago. And so, if I'm following this video, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, comment down below 3 things you are grateful for, or you can comment 3 things that you struggle with, and we can either make a video about it or we can have a discussion in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching this video all the way to the end, and I'll see you all in the next one.